Are pro sparring challenges a recipe for disaster? Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to On My Heads. I hope you're well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, pro sparring challenges. Yeah, these influencers, these TikTokers, these Instagrammers, these YouTubers who challenge, who go up to boxers, professional boxers, world champion level boxers, right, and say, I'll get in the ring with you, I'll show you what's what, right? And they give it the big one, but let's face it, they get in there and they get completely, well, destroyed. Of course they do, but they get humiliated, and maybe that's part of the reason that they do it, right? And I'm sure it is, because it's all about views. It's all about getting yourself out there and getting the attention of the world. So you get the likes of Sean Strickland, you know, giving Sneeko a bit of a slap. Well, what do you expect getting into the ring? Now, the nicer guys out there, the people, I'm not saying more professional, you know, the pro boxer, the pro MMA guys, they would say, look, hey, I'm going to just take it easy. I'll teach you a couple of things as well. You know, they just say, let's have a bit of fun here, right? They're not going to say, right, okay, you go at me, 100 miles an hour, and then I'll show you what 100 miles an hour really looks like. You know, we're not talking about that, and it shouldn't be about that, because your level's above. Because if a professional boxer takes in somebody off the street as an influencer, especially as a YouTuber, and just does that, then it's basically bullying, right? It's just basically just being a dickhead, an arsehole. But at the same time, if you challenge somebody, you get in the ring, you say, right, are you sure about this? And they say, yeah, I'll definitely want to do it. It's all right. And this is no different from anybody on the street challenging a pro or amateur boxer and say, let's go for a fight. And they say, right, okay, I'll tell you what, you want to fight, come down to the boxing gym, we'll get you in a ring and we'll see what's what. How many actually turn up? For a start, how many actually turn up, and how many actually get into the ring and get taught a lesson, right? I'm sure it's loads and loads and loads. I'm sure there's always going to be one who actually overcomes, Goliath, but in most cases, they're going to be shown what's what, especially without any training, right? So in this case, you got YouTubers or whatever it is, they get into the ring. Sean Strickland taps him up completely. You've got others getting in with boxing. You've got others getting in with MMA fighters. Who was it now? Aiden Ross got in with Pereira as well. Part of it is fun. Part of it is kind of they're getting tapped up, some of them. There's another one who got in the ring with Sean O'Malley from the MMA, but I think they had a bit of a box as well. Look, the point is at some point somebody's going to get really hurt, and it really depends who the MMA fighter is or who the boxer is and how far that they want it to go and what they're actually going to do to whoever's going to step into the ring to them. Look, it's a bit of fun. You could argue nobody should take it too seriously, and as long as nobody's getting really hurt, whatever. But this kind of leads to, well, not only pro boxers just trying to get into the YouTuber influencer world and trying to hype themselves up a little bit in terms of online presence, right? There is that aspect. But also, you're just opening yourself up to something that could go seriously wrong, because somebody can be given it all that, they get into the ring, and then all of a sudden you tune them up, and they could get seriously hurt. Especially if you don't set any ground rules. If you set any ground rules, so somebody comes to the ring and say, right, okay, fine, listen, this is the way it is, right? You're not going to try and hit me 100%, but we're going to try and teach each other. Oh, I'm going to try and teach you something, right? And that kind of thing. That's fine. That's not fine. If I said to AJ, right, I'm going to AJ, I would love to get into the ring with you. I'd love to get into the ring with you, but please don't bloody hit me, right? I just want to show you, please show me how you do it. All right, show me how you throw. Show me when you're like that and you're, doing this to Ngannou. How did it feel? What is it? What are you thinking? That kind of thing. I don't want to get into the ring with anybody like that, let alone AJ, right? But anybody like that. But if I am, I don't want to go in there for a proper fight. I must be an idiot, right? But the whole point, they're trying to do it. They're doing it more and more. So it could be that this becomes so mainstream, so popular, that all of a sudden people start letting their guard down. Let's say a pro fighter gets clipped, a lucky punch, let's say, then all of a sudden he loses his temper, or her temper, right? Depends whoever's doing it, right? Loses their temper, then all of a sudden somebody gets really hurt. And that's not what we want to see. Nobody wants to see that. Now, You could argue it's just a bit of fun right now. They're just doing it for YouTube views. I think they could do other stuff for YouTube views. I just don't think they need to do this, right? I think it's a bit daft, a bit silly. I certainly don't think that pro fighters should be actually fighting or sparring complete novices who would have no idea what it is to get into a ring. I don't think they should be doing that. But if in terms of, you know, like a sparring session is a teaching session, yeah, absolutely. Film that, show that. That's great. I went into the ring with Alex Pereira and he showed me how to do a leg kick, whatever. Great, no problem. I went into the ring with Sean Strickland and he showed me how to do his Philly shout, you know, all that, whatever. Great, no problem, right? So it's about attitude. It's about how you approach these fighters and how you want to make the content. So just be more creative, be more structured. Have a bit more of a plan, not just go in there and say, oh, I want to challenge you and all this kind of stuff. You know, it's ridiculous, right? You're doing it so little 9-year-olds would think, oh, well, this is amazing. When actually, at some point, somebody's going to get really hurt. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.